What up, everybody? I don't know how to do an intro. Anyway, I had a really good game on Argyle CTF that I would share with you guys my thoughts on it and kind of walk you through my decision making and what was going on in it. So, without further ado, hold on, sorry. My whole plan here was to try to get it control over the middle of the map, or pushing over with my team to make sure that they can get the slays and then pushing over. This team was really good at keeping their space and making pushes, so that made it really easy. Good lord. Also only 8 minutes long. Let's go. My wife's making food upstairs. I could get better off my start here, getting grapple or whatever, but I'm gonna contest the guy up here. I heard this guy knock below me, and so that's the audio cue for me when I hear that I'm gonna try to challenge somebody, and because I'm up on top, it's impossible that someone else is up here with me, so I know that that footstep was someone underneath me. So I'm gonna challenge these guys. I don't think that I know that there's two here. Yeah, I didn't know there was two. I think this is the guy that I heard, but I'm turning around just to get the visual on that and establish that you aren't gonna take my pistol from us. I'm owning this space. I got my other teammates on the other side of the map, so it's on me to make sure that we got this. You'll also see that I didn't look across to make sure that they didn't have anybody challenging me across. This was a huge misplay on my part, just from that, the audio cue. If I would have got shot in the back, I could have crouched here and dipped out. But my thought process is, I heard this, I'm gonna go challenge this guy. But you'll also see I didn't drop on him because I don't need to give up this space. If this guy gets trapped over in my pistol here, like, he's just gonna be trapped. Like, my idea is I'm gonna get him one shot there. I got people across that are looking. I got the comms from my teammate that he was looking, because he's also shooting the guy that was up on our balcony. So I don't need to give up the space. I didn't give up the space. I'm just chilling there. I'm able to clean up this guy, and then I start looking for the other one. Now, this is where I do make a bad play. As I just said, I don't need to drop here. I could still just establish and make a push with my team. And at this point, I'm by myself over here. So what my thought process should be is to look mid, help my guys clean up their guys, and then continue to make this push by either getting down on the balcony or getting top mid, just controlling up here. Instead, I'm going to drop here like an idiot, challenging their sniper, knowing that that was not the guy that I was shooting at, and I knew that, and then get cleaned up by that guy. And now you'll see they've got mid control. My three teammates are all split. This is going to be a failed push because of me. Now we're forcing this flag. I'm spawning mid, or I'm pushing up mid. I'm gonna finally grab this. This is a position that I like to play off of on this, because I can help put shots on everybody and kind of make a quick decision. Am I gonna push the left lane or am I gonna push the right lane? Now that I've got this down, I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive because I can easily just pull myself back. My team is pulling it on the opposite side of the map. We killed them on their flag. I think they challenged the guy on screen, so these guys should be spawning their back flag or even on pistol once this guy moves up too far. But I'm also worried that the guys that he's killing are going to be spawning on this back sniper back here, and so I've got that pressure over here as we're making this push. And then I zip back in, catch this guy spawning, because I was figuring that the flag spawn. I didn't really figure he was gonna spawn exactly right there. I figured he'd spawn back behind, but because on the exact frame that he spawned in, I was right here, which didn't have visual on him. I wasn't influencing that spawn. So he spawns there, and I'm gonna clean this up. Now, here's my thought process, and this is what I've told everybody when we're pushing for flags, because we're pushing for objectives and we're pushing forward. I'm in their base now by myself. I'm overextended. So when I'm overextended, I need to make use of my time and help my team get space. And I can do that by shooting guys in the back, because they can't let me just live over here. I can put that damage on them, giving my team some breathing room to be able to push up. But we are running a flag right now. This flag is out, and so I need to be able to assist from their side and make sure that this guy is now dead. And once he's dead, I need to be looking for the next guy. I did call out to my team, if they're able to cap this, I'm going to run the next one, which is kind of what I sat there and did. But because I'm pushed up so far and we're pulling this flag, my two teammates did not need to really run back and help with this flag right here. This is just giving up space, but I'm overextended right now, so it's important I win this fight and I help them. Oh no. Okay, so I'm here. I didn't hear this guy spawn on me, so this was a huge miss. But I'm over here trying to force this because I think I trust my team's gonna be able to clean this up. I got one of them dead, so technically, is the way I think about it. My team's in a 3v3 now, a 2v3 because they got one. Well, they got a couple guys dead. We were a 3v3 because I'm over here and I'm not helping, and I got one of their guys dead. So I'm trusting that my team's gonna be able to win this. I'm positioning myself for the next flag run.
Flag return.
And then I get messed up there. I overextended and misplayed that. I should have been playing back more mid. We scored that. Yippee. But in that position, what I'm trying to say is be putting damage on people, trying to make a distraction so that you can have your team get some breathing room. I really desperate this kill right here. I go back. I liked the first angle that I took where I push out of my base and I make it so that this is now like my 50 that I'm guarding is on this side. I'm trying to fight on that side. I flipped the map right that way, or I turned it. I got two guys to kill over here. This angle that I'm taking right here, I enjoy this angle. The better angle would be to go over these stairs because I cut off the angles from their side of the map to be able to shoot at me. Right now I'm exposed, not to my flag guy, I'm exposed to the mid guys. I know where the flag guys are, so like I should have gone over to this side. But my idea is I'm gonna play back to the flag. I shouldn't have played all the way back. This guy's not gonna be able to run that flag as long as I stay alive, and I need to be aware that there's people gonna be pushing mid. So like right when I got that one, I should be turning mid to look for this guy, but instead I'm trying to desperate that and then continue to run across my flag, which was poor. John McFadden up top, been playing with me for over a decade, so he knows what to do. Right now, because they have made it past the 50-yard line mark, I did tell him that he needs to push over to their side just to try to stop that. We need to be aware. I'm gonna get a catch-up spawn here because they're pushing the flag up so far. For those who don't know what a catch-up spawn is, Halo Infinite's spawn system does try to favor you towards an objective to stop it or cap it. So you aren't gonna spawn if you look at the middle of the screen right now and imagine like between those two guys on that line, that's like the 50-yard line's the middle of the map. You're not going to spawn on the left side of this on their side of the map, but you will spawn up closer to the spot in order to get into a position where you could fight for this flag. So we need to be aware of that. Oh, I didn't. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. My bad, everybody. I grabbed the sniper though, and I'm going to try to play for this. It's a little slow. Honestly, this flag was already gone. We should be playing for positions here. If I'm going to actually hit the snipe, though, I should stop running forward and wait for him to juggle it so that I can jump off and try to snipe him at the same time. Luckily, my teammate's able to clean that. But I am looking for that head, so I do hit that. Now, my objective right now, and as I tell everybody, is you play for the play, or you play for the position, you play for the pick, and then you play for the objective. I'm playing for the position of getting mid so I can continue to hold this, help my team get forward. I played for that pick. We got that pick. Now I'm playing for this objective, which is to stop them from capping it. Unfortunately, I shoot the wall. Or I shoot his body. We get the two there. I clean up the fourth one. Now we're running this. Now, if you look at where on my screen where everybody's at, I've got one guy on their flag. I've got two guys to my right over in screen. Oh, sorry, I got one guy on my spawn and I got one guy on their screens. I'm reading my screen though right now, and it's really important to read your screen. So if I just take away all this stuff on my screen right now, you can see I got one guy in front of me and then the two dots to my right. My left flank is completely open on their pistol side, and we just got those 4 kills. We have 8 seconds before they're going to start to come off spawns. They are probably going to spawn on their flag side. The game could get nitpicky right here that the two guys who are dead over here are going to spawn pistol, and this guy is going to spawn over on snipe. That's something to be aware of, just because. And now I'm going to look. So he's the gold guy, right? Yeah, he's the gold guy. So I need to fill in to be able to help my teammate here, right? So I told him, run it pistol side. I'm coming over here to try to help block these spawns. Dang, they got that spawn. All right, I'm completely wrong on that spawn right there. I blocked that spawn though. That's why. I'll edit it back to make it look like I knew what I was talking about there. Anyway. Nice. Playing to my teammate though, trying to help him on the crosses, knowing that I'm gonna block that. I did tell him on this exact spot that because we lost me and because someone else died, this flag cannot be run all the way in. So if I go back here, we'll go to him running this. So he's running this, right? He fumbles it, and then right here, because I know he's by himself, I told him, John, you have to drop this and fight. We got the flag back to our side. Now the objective is to play again for the position, play for the pick, and then score that flag. Don't try to force this because they're gonna get those catch-up spawns over here. If you watch where these guys are gonna spawn over here. So those guys spawn there. And he's able to run all the way up to our side of the base. So he's got to stop and fight for this, right? And he gets me the spawn. I'm going to throw 2 gnarly nades. And completely choke on that. Unfortunate. But the flag is still down and now we're fighting for it. So off spawn, my objective is going to be to make sure that they don't... I need to be able to create the space here, so that my team can go in there, we can get the pick, and we can get the score. And I got this pistol spawn, so I need to be able to get an angle here. Dang, even I make those mistakes. I'm playing way too desperately there. If you see that. He ran it over to where I'm at, so the lesson we can all learn there. Is to stop desperating at it. I mean, I'm trying to play intensely there. That's just a skill issue that I didn't clean up that kill. But this one right here, sorry for the motion sickness. This spawn right here, they're giving me a little bit of a grace that I'm spawning outside the base where they're not able to slay us. And I can take this angle here, this off angle, to make sure that they can't grab the flag and run it. And trust that my team is going to be able to play to this flag. I gave up space here. Like this little cubby here, they're going to push in past their... if the screen guy is looking this far over, he's not trying to play for that objective. You can catch that guy off. Anybody running mid, you're going to catch off. The guys running the flag, you're going to be able to put shots in. This is such a good spawn that I did not take any advantage of. I'm desperating onto this flag, not trusting my team, who's getting the slays over there, not going to be able to challenge this guy, and then I'm exposing myself all the way across the map to those two guys. Terrible play. Horrible play. And because of that decision, I'm going to let them run this flag across the map. And we're going to be in a standoff, which stinks. Because now we're going to have to leave one guy back to make sure we don't lose this flag. So now I realize the great spawn that I just got. So I'm going to start to run this forward, right? I'm sneaking it. I called out that there was a guy's screens. I got a great nade off on that guy. I didn't know that I killed that first guy. Because I was looking for him. And I get this kill. And because I got these kills up here, I know that there's 3 dead. The only guy who's gonna be able to challenge me is somebody who's spawning in. He's not gonna be spawning back base or back under snipe because I killed him over here. They're gonna be spawning back tower or back base or over in their pistol. And I'm throwing the grenades just in time that I can get the flag returned. If anybody runs across that wall, I'm not trying to stick anybody. I'm just trying to keep them back while I'm getting it. And unfortunately in theater, you can't see like the time on there, but I waited until it was about halfway and then I threw those nades just to keep them back so I could continue to get that time there. Even if the guy challenges me and I'm bad, like he's got to come up here and kill me. I'm not gonna let that happen. Continuing the pressure. Notice I put that pressure up. Now I'm starting to trust my team. I'm gonna reroute now. That's a kill funnel. I don't want to go over to that area. So I go back to the front of the base. My favorite little spot. And I know based on where I'm at. Well, now I'm not getting help. Where I was, oh, I'm getting help from the guy who's just humping me. Because of the position that I'm in, if this guy's up on top where I thought he was still looking at me, in order for them to come kill me, they got to peek out of that back area, which is where I'm trying to pull them out of, which is why I'm getting into that corner as close as I can to try to pull him out of position. Oops. I do need to have my shields back here. Vibrant, if you're watching, I know you're probably saying that because I always stop it for you. But just so you can see this, I'm not going up on their flag, and then I crouch into this corner, and all I'm doing is crouching into it, and I'm trying to get them to peek out. Like in order for him, if you see what the angle that he's having to look at in order to see me, look at how far in I am. He can't see me unless he peeks out, which is gonna make it so that guy can shoot him. I thought my guy top mid was watching me too, but he wasn't. Make both those guys one shots. Let's go. If my teammate was watching top mid, that would have been a really good play, but that's all right. He was ensuring we got the flag cap, which is the objective of the game. Now we're gonna push back out. We're gonna get to this mid control.
Quantum translocator obtained.
I heard a guy jumping up over here, which is why I'm throwing. Oop. Okay. Did I go forward? We didn't see those yet, did we? Oh, dang it. Spoiler alert. Oh, wait, no, we already did see that. Yeah, sorry. That kill. Desperate. This theater's wonky. All right, here we go. So I see the guy down below. I'm looking for somebody else who's coming up here. Throw those nades. Now I got that kill, so I want to be able to put a spot up here. I see this guy. I ego shot the hell out of him, which was stupid. Just stupid. Will be our time. Nice, good challenge, Pineapple. I'm pushing up on my own for no reason. I did not know that there was a guy who got by me here, though. But again, we're on the pistol. We're pushing, so we're trying to own the space over here. But you notice how as soon as he pulls that flag, and this is for everybody when I'm telling you to play objectively, he pulls this flag. That guy that's pushing me on long is not as important as me getting shots into this guy, so he cannot freely run this flag.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
And I completely rotate myself so that if that guy's pushing me, he has no idea where I'm at. And then I go back to this guy because now I got that guy to throw the flag down here, which is just a stupid spot. You're not going to get that flag out of there. That's just a dead flag. So now I need to turn my focus back to the first guy. In a one shot, unfortunate. But just so you can see it, like in my head, as soon as I see the objective is getting played, like I got to turn on that. That guy got through because I wasn't aware. That stinks, but we got to play for it.
Enemy flag carrier spotted.
Intently running at this flag, putting shots in. I could have had better decisions there and better shots and whatnot, but the intensity is what I want you guys to be able to see there. So I'm chasing this guy down. I got John jumping up their front, so I gotta try to assist him a little bit here. And I don't know who else is here, so if this guy wasn't here, this is a great play. But unfortunately I missed that pummel there. But you got to get in there and kill the flag guy. I'm trying to do damage to this guy. If I get that where I get the kill, stop the flag, and I make this guy one shot, that's a huge use of my life. John's getting a little desperate here with this flag, but he's running it back towards his teammates. Somehow he gets that. Wonderful. Guys, what flag is this? Last flag, so we gotta come back with it. We gotta make sure we get it. They have ours out right now, which we need to play for, but because this is last flag, we also want to make sure he gets back here. We don't need to worry about all that positioning on the map. And Gloom said he's got the return there. He lied.
From a distance.
Dang. Fortunate John doesn't hit these shots. So why it caught me off guard. Oh, my wife's yelling for me. That's the last 5 caps, so I played back with him. Anyway, that's the end of the game. All right, GG.